trap is from.
Hi, it's me again, Zatul Aknars, and in this video, I will be sharing the process and my experience in making the experimental construction task, which is the amazing mobile screen project. First of all, I draw the spiral part of the mobile track. This is one of the important part in joining all the tracks later on. As we know, everybody wants to get to their destination as fast as possible. Moving things efficiently from one point to another is a challenge that engineers have been working on for hundreds of years. Engineers use creativity to solve these and many other problems. In making the mobile screen project, I faced the design challenge as it need to think on how to connect all the tracks so the mobile that I made can run smoothly. Then I made this whole shape track so that the mobile can go through it. This part also will be joined together with the other tracks. Every scientist is born with a superpower, which is the ability to observe. Observing or looking closely at the world around us is a useful skill scientists use in their work. During this task, I use my power of observation to watch how a mobile roll on the track that I made. Like a scientist, I probably look for patterns in the way my mobile moves. When scientists observe, they do the same experiment over and over again, looking for regular patterns in the motion of an object, for example. Next, I made the prototype of the stairs. Since there are some of the track that I made was in a huge size, I need to construct an extra huge stairs so that this part can support the other track while I join it together. Moreover, the stairs function is to rotate the marble so that the marble keep moving on the track. I write down what I observe to keep a record of what I see each time I perform a task. Once I figured out what the patterns are, I use this pattern to make prediction about the future motion. Careful observation also helps me to find and solve the problem that come up in my design and investigation so that I can eventually come up with just the right solution. After making the tracks, I arranged the position on how the track should be joined. All the tracks should be placed at the right position so that the marble can run smoothly without having an obstacle. Unfortunately, then I found out that my marble screen does not meet the requirement that it should produce a sound. In solution, I create a track that purposely attached with a push pin thumbtack so that when the marble runs through it, a sound can be produced. There are also many things to be considered in making the track, such as friction and gravity. Friction is a force that slows down the object when they are rubbing against each other. Meanwhile, gravity is a force of attraction that occurs between all the objects. Later, I rearranged the position of the track and successfully overcome the problem. As for the decoration, I create an alien-shaped props using the modeling clay. I learned how to shape the aliens from the YouTube. It was an exciting process since I can discover my creativity while doing this activity.
After I finish making all the tracks, I spray the track with a dark blue paint. I choose the color since I had choose the theme of my project as the outer space. I also added some decoration bells along the track so that when the marble runs through it, the sound can be produced.
The key to keeping the marble rolling is to understand the force that acting on it, especially gravity and friction. Gravity constantly pulls down on the marble, causing it to roll on any surface that not perfectly level. Meanwhile, friction occurs at any time two objects rub against each other. This rubbing slows the movement and creates heat in the process. You can feel this heat by quickly rubbing your hands together. If the force of the friction is greater than the force of gravity, the marble will roll to a stop.